Dan Perry here with another Dan on Tech Active Directory video for Northeast State Community College.
We've talked about groups in previous videos. Now we're going to talk about group policy management. I think that it is misnamed because group policies do not apply to groups, but they apply instead to organizational units. If I open my group policy management tool, I can see what type of group policies I may have. And right now I don't have anything set other than the defaults. There's a forest-wide policies, there are domain level, and there is a domain level policy that's created when you install Active Directory. That's my domain local policy. You can have site level policies, or you can have policies for each organizational unit. When you have multiple policies, when you boot the computer, a local policy is applied first. I would never create local policies because they only apply to that one machine. Next, if you have site level policies, those would be applied, then domain, and then policies to OUs. If you have multiple policies at any level, they would be applied in the order that you specify in your group policy management tool. Now I'm going into my OU1 and there are no policies showing. I'm going to right click and I'm going to create a group policy. If I had one already that was applied to, say, another organizational unit, I could apply it to this one. So a policy can be applied to multiple OUs. Let's say I call this one password. And now I've created a policy password. It's not doing anything yet because I've not got any settings. If I created another policy at this level, let me call it logon. Now in this OU I have two policies. Still they're not doing anything because I've not made any settings, but the password policy would be applied before the logon. Now I've got tools to change the order. My password's highlighted. If I click that down arrow, now logon would be applied first. If those policies do not have any conflicting settings, it doesn't matter. But if there are any conflicting settings, the last policy applied wins. So if your domain policy overrides a setting on your site policy, that wins. The domain policy wins. If an OU policy is in an organizational unit, the domain policy is applied first, so that OU policy, if it conflicts with the domain policy, wins. Now, there is a way to set a policy up for no override so that, for example, at your domain level, you may want your password policy to be enforced across the entire domain. You can set it so that it cannot be overridden by a later policy. In general, the last policy that is applied wins.
Thank you for watching this Dan on Tech video for Northeast State Community College. Please subscribe to this playlist so you don't miss future videos.